Hi, everyone. My name is Autumn, and this is a 45-minute yoga class. And today we're actually going to do something a little special, a little different. We're going to do a yin style class. So yin is a much more slow moving class, and it's not muscularly engaging. The idea is that it's a lot of deep stretches. So we're going to hold different poses that are either reclined or seated for 3 to 5 minutes each. So it's helpful to have kind of some dim lighting in your room, some ability to feel a little bit calm, a little bit relaxed. And we are going to need a couple of props today. So I am going to show you what I'm using as props. We can be creative. So today, I have a regular bath towel. And so the largest and fluffiest one you can find, we're going to need one of these. And then the other props that you need are any sort of books. So we're students. My books are a combination of school book and also pleasure. So I have a physiology of sport and exercise textbook, so a hefty textbook, and another exercise management for persons with chronic disease. So we have some hefty textbooks here. It doesn't matter what textbooks you use. And then I also am using a Harry Potter book. So whatever you've got is great. And you're gonna make a little stack and make sure it's at least 4 inches high, though mine is significantly higher than that. So a stack of some textbooks. So full-size bath towel, stack of hardcover books. And you can pause this video and then come back when you're ready. So then when you are ready, you're going to make your way all the way onto your mat. You're going to take that towel that you have. You're going to unfold it so it's about pretty long, right? And then you're going to make it narrow. So take this long bath towel and you're going to fold it in thirds. So you make a long little rectangle, just like this. And then you're going to put it long ways, either if you're using a yoga mat, great. If you're using the floor, great. Put it long ways there and fold up the ends so that you have a little part for your head. So it should just be this long shape with a little fold at the end. And then you're going to lie it all the way down on your mat. And then you're going to come to sit just in front of it. From here, you're going to lie yourself nice and slow all the way back and let the back of your head just rest on this little pillow that you made at the end of that towel. Then from here, you have some options. You can just reach your legs out long. If you'd like a little stretch in the hips here, you can take the soles of the feet together and let your knees fall open to either side. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined bound angle. From here, maybe arms by the sides, or maybe you take your arms to goalposts and you'll get a little opening in your chest. And then close your eyes. You might not feel a lot of sensation, or you might feel a lot of sensation. Either's fine. Just breathe here. At first, pay attention to how your breath just naturally moves. Pay attention to any emotions that come up, any sensations you feel in your body. And instead of fighting things off or following a thought down a long rabbit hole, see if you can just notice those things as they come up, and then bring your attention back into your breath. So from here, if you'd like to take deeper, fuller breaths, as you inhale, fill your belly first, let it rise up. Then fill your rib cage and then your chest. And then as you exhale, let your belly fall. Let your rib cage release. Let your chest release. So inhaling to fill belly, rib cage, and chest. And exhale to let your belly, rib cage, and chest release. Keep breathing here and stay in this position. Eyes closed, just paying attention to that breath. So yin yoga might seem really simple because we're lying in these positions or sitting in these positions for a long time. We don't have to do a lot. But sometimes not doing a lot is even harder than doing something all the time, right? It can be harder to find stillness. So we have to kind of allow whatever comes up to come up, right? There's no right or wrong way to do this. There's no right or wrong way to feel. You might feel the urge to fidget, to wiggle, to move around. And instead of following or listening to those urges, can you just watch them? So instead of moving the fingers or shifting out of this position, see if you can notice the urge to have movement. And then find that stillness, stay in stillness. This is a poem called The Guest House by Rumi, which I think speaks really well to what we often feel. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So if discomfort comes up, if frustration or sadness or anything comes up, welcome it in. Let it exist. And then bring your attention back to your breath and back to your body. Refinding that presence again and again. So from here, from that position on your back, if the soles of the feet were together and the knees were apart, you're going to gently take your hands under your thighs and draw your knees towards each other. Plant your feet on the mat. So if your legs were extended long, you'll just bend the knees and plant the feet. From here, find the feet hip distance apart. If you'd like, you can stay up on this rolled up towel, or you can just slide it out from under you. That's fine as well. So you decide. And then from here, cross that right ankle over that left knee so that you're flexing through your foot. Then draw that left knee in towards your belly. Thread your right arm between your legs and take the left arm to the outside of that left leg. So interlacing the fingers either behind the hamstring or in front of the shin will be a little more intense, so you decide. And then from here, use your right elbow to push open through that right knee and gently pull that left leg in towards you. And then here, find stillness. Once you've found the edge of sensation, a place that you feel quite a bit, but not so much that you can't stay. Stay here. Find your breath, direct your breath into the place that you feel that sensation. So that right outer hip. And then maybe close your eyes. Find stillness here. If discomfort or impatience or lots of thoughts that tell you need to move on come into your head, just notice them, welcome them, smile at them, and then stay right where you are. Tell yourself that this is important, that this stillness is worthy. In yin, the only reason to move once you're in a position is if you need to find a little bit more depth. So say You're not feeling so much sensation in that right outer hip because you've already started to open it up. If that's the case, start to bring that left leg a little closer to you. Use that right elbow to push open through that right hip even more. And then find a place where you feel that right amount of sensation and direct your breath into that space. If you lose the breath, just come back to it again and again. And then one more inhale here. Full exhale. And then slowly, slowly go slow here, because this can be a really beautiful spot where you feel all of this sensation released from you as you release that left foot down. Uncross that right ankle and plant that right foot. Watch the sensation as it moves. And then from here, taking the other side. So taking that left ankle, crossing it over the right knee, flexing through the foot, drawing that right knee in towards you. So from here, left arm threads in between the legs. Right arm comes to the outside of the right leg, and you can interlace the fingers behind that leg or in front of that right shin, whichever feels best for you. Then use your elbow to press open through that left knee and tugging that right leg in towards you. Find the place where you feel just the right amount of sensation so that you can pay attention to that sensation, but not so much that you need to get out of it. So don't push past your edge. And then find your breath and find your stillness here. If you notice you need a little more sensation, just gently pulling that right leg a little closer, using the left elbow to push open through that left hip. And then from here, one more inhale and exhale. And then slowly, slowly release that right foot to the mat. Watch the sensation as it moves. Take that left foot and plant it. From here, rolling off towards one side. And then pressing all the way up, nice and slow, to come to sit. From here, you're going to find butterfly pose. So you're going to take the soles of the feet together and let the knees flop open to either side. If you'd like, you can sit up on this rolled up blanket, just put it underneath your sit bones. That can be a nice little help, especially if you feel your weight coming backward. So from here, soles of the feet can stay away from your groin, or you can move them closer, totally up to you. Take hold of your feet, and then as you inhale, bring your shoulders down and back. And as you exhale, just let yourself start to fold forward. The top of the head is reaching towards the feet. It's okay if the spine is super rounded. The hands can go wherever is comfortable for you. So maybe they're reaching for the feet. Maybe they're out in front of your shin. Maybe your forearms are coming down towards the floor. Find again that right amount of sensation. And then once you're here, let your head be heavy and close your eyes. Let everything release down. Working to direct your breath into the place that you feel the most sensation. If you lose your breath or get lost in thoughts, just come back. It's okay. Deep, full breath in through the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. And as you exhale, release out from the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. Let your entire torso melt towards the mat. Noticing if your mind is writing any stories. If you're grabbing onto thoughts and going down a rabbit hole. If that happens, it's okay. Just come back to your breath. Take some space from those thoughts. Working towards a bit of stillness. On your next inhale, you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, walking your hands back if they came forward. And then coming up to sit nice and tall. From here, draw your hands underneath your knees, bring your knees towards each other. And then you're going to come on over to one hip and come to find your hands and your knees. From here, you might need your towel, you might need your book staff. So make sure they're nearby. You're going to keep that left knee planted and you're just going to reach that right leg long. So the right leg is straight, the left knee is bent, and you're going to have your right toes facing forward. This is called Waterbug. If you're already feeling a big stretch in your groin right here, stay here on your palms. If it feels like it's a little too much, take your hands and put them onto your book stack. That'll help raise you up a little bit. If you're not feeling very much, what you can do is walk that left knee out towards the left and then make your way down to your forearms, either on your book stack or on the floor. You should be feeling a stretch in your groin here. And then once you're here, see if you can find your breath again. Direct your breath into the place that you feel the sensation. Find the stillness and let your head hang heavy. Again, if that left knee gets tender, or if it already was tender, blanket can go underneath that knee. And so don't be afraid if you're feeling that discomfort to make that shift and just come back. See if maybe in time the mind is a little bit quieter. This is not about achieving perfection in terms of the stillness, in terms of the poses. It's just about working towards a little bit more peace, a little bit more presence. Taking each moment as it comes. On your next breath, starting to press into your palms if you're on your forearm. And then from here, slowly guiding that right knee in. Come to your hands and your knees for a moment. Notice the difference in the two sides of your body. And then from here, if you were using the towel underneath that right knee or that left knee, you're going to bring it so that you can put your right knee on it. And then from here, you're going to extend that left leg out to the side. So that left leg is straight, toes pointing forward. From here, the side might be a little different. Notice if putting the hands on the book stacks will be helpful. Maybe coming down to the forearms, either on the books or on the mat. And then from here, maybe wiggling that right knee out, that left leg out, so that you come a little bit wider if you feel like you need a deeper stretch in the groin. And then directing that breath into the place that you feel all that sensation. Let your head be heavy, let everything go. From here, take one more breath. And when you're ready, if you're on your forearms, pressing up to the palms, slowly, slowly drawing that left knee in. Finding your hands and your knees, watching the sensation move through your body. If you had that towel or those books, you can just move them off to the side. You're going to find your hands and your knees. And again, if knees get sensitive, towel can go underneath them. And then you're just going to start to walk the hands out in front of you. Keep them about shoulder distance apart. Bring your booty up towards the sky and reach your armpits down towards the earth. From here, your forehead can rest on the mat, or maybe your chin reaches down towards the mat, or maybe your head floats. Directing your breath into the place you feel all the sensations. There's likely a lot of compression in the upper back. Maybe you're feeling that stretch through the chest, through the armpits. If you'd like more sensation, you can bring your elbows down, sink the armpits to the mat, and take your hands to a prayer position behind your head. If that doesn't feel good, just come back to where we were. Wherever you are, keep sinking your chest down. Keep directing the breath into the place you feel the sensation. From here, slowly, slowly, if your hands were in reverse prayer, extend through the elbows. And then wherever you are, walking your hands one at a time underneath your shoulders, watching that sensation dissipate. And then from here, you're going to bring your books with you, your stack of books. And you're going to slowly make your way all the way down to your back. So swinging your legs out, planting your feet, and rolling down. From here, You're going to bend your knees, plant your feet just below your sit bones. And then as you inhale, lift your hips up. And then take those books and slide them underneath your tailbone so that you feel supported. You can always adjust the height by removing books or adding them onto your stack. You want to make sure that the tailbone is supported so that you don't feel a lot of pressure in the low back. So you can adjust as needed. And then from here, arms down by the sides. This is a supported bridge pose. You might feel just a little bit of sensation or maybe a lot in this pose. If you'd like to also get a stretch in the hip flexors and the thighs, you can extend your legs out in front of you. Heels down, toes point up towards the sky. If you can, close your eyes and close. From here on your next breath, start to bend your knees if your legs were extended and plant the soles of the feet back down on the mat or the floor. And then facing your palms down, start to press through your hips, tuck your tailbone and lift your hips up off of the books. That's what they are. And then you can slowly slide them out from under you and then release the hips all the way down. If your books are in your way, you can just slide them off to the side. And we're going to take a gentle twist here. So you're going to cross that right knee on top of the left, but the knees are stacked on top of each other. Shift the hips over towards the right-hand side and then let your knees just fall over towards the left. Try to keep both of your shoulders on the mat here. Maybe that left hand finds the outside of the right knee and you press down through the right shoulder, gaze is soft over the right shoulder, maybe eyes can close. Noticing where you feel the sensation, maybe through the spine, maybe through that outer right hip. Directing your breath into that place. On your next breath, slowly, slowly draw the legs back up towards center, unraveling that right leg from on top of the left and realign your hips. From here, crossing that left knee on top of the right so that the knees are stacked on top of each other. Hips move over towards the left and knees fall over towards the right. From here, if you'd like, right hand finds the outside of the left knee. Try to keep that left shoulder on the mat as the gaze turns to look over the left shoulder. Close your eyes if it feels okay. Direct your breath into the place that you feel the sensation. Maybe through the spine, maybe the outer left hip. Notice if the thoughts keep popping in. Notice if there is impatience or desire to move or fidget. And see if you can just treat them like thoughts. They're real, they're part of your experience, but they're not necessarily true. Right now, we're working towards steadiness and stillness. And if the thought isn't serving you, welcome it in, smile at it, and let it go. Come back to your breath. One more breath here. And then slowly, slowly come all the way back to center with the knee. Unraveling that left leg, realigning your hips, planting your feet. And from here, if you know you have a sensitive low back, just bring the feet mat distance apart and let the knees knock together. Otherwise, extend your legs out long, let the feet flop to either side, arms by your side, and come into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. If you have the urge to get up, to do the next thing, and to skip this, see if you can stay. Remind yourself that this is important, even if it feels like there's a million other things to be doing, even if it feels really hard. See if you can let everything go. Continually bringing the attention back inward. staying here for as long as you'd like. So if you're not quite ready to come out, or you think you have more to gain by staying for a few more minutes, please do. If you'd like to come out, start to deepen your breathing. Bring a little bit of movement to your fingers and your toes, maybe your wrists and your ankles. And maybe taking some deeper stretches, bringing your arms above your head if it feels good. Stretching your legs long. And when you're ready, curling your knees up into your belly to give them a hug. And let yourself roll on over to one side so you're in a little fetal position. And then pressing into your palms, let your head be heavy and come all the way up to sit. So find a comfortable seat and close your eyes or soften your gaze. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Taking your hands palm to palm at heart center. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, release out the mouth. Sending yourself some gratitude for doing this different and sometimes challenging series of poses. The light in me honors the light that shines so brightly in you. Thank you. Stay safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully I'll see you soon.